I have a Napa container, Napa planter, unusual shape. It's sort of a teardrop, or it's elliptical, which kind of inspires me to do something a little bit different. And so in this particular design, I'm going to show you the mechanics, and then I'm going to be able to show you what the finished result is. But taking advantage of those points on either end, and as you saw, I did have a floral foam in there so that I can insert these fiber sticks just into the ends, into those points, and a little bit askew so that one is taller, one is a little lower, so that it creates a little bit more interesting asymmetrical flow. When I use the Midolina, which is another one of my very favorite material again, this time what I'm going to do is, instead of, quite often it's used for looping, but I'm going to use it to suspend, so you get this kind of a look here. I want to bunch this all together and tie it, or actually I'm using number 18 gauge wire, and they do come in all different colors as well, so you can sort of adjust according to the color of Midolina and fiber stick that you use. But what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to cut this down a little bit lower so it's a little bit shorter, and I'm going to add this on, adding that extra length over on this side, extended, and I'm going to fix all those ties, clean that up afterwards. I'm going to take another bunch, and this one I'm going to add on a little bit further out. So in this case I'm going to actually wrap this. The nice thing about this gauge wire is it's very soft, so you can do a nice wrapping, and you don't have to always twist tie when it's just a little bundle. And I'm going to add that on to this end so that it gives that extension. And then this way then, when I sweep over, wait just a minute here, I'm going to actually leave part of it out so that it spreads out, fans out a little bit more. And I'm going to bring this up, and this one I'm going to kind of create a little bit more variation in how it sort of opens up there, and tie or wrap like this. Because you can see the very first one, it was bundle to bundle, so the end to end. So it's not as loose, but I've loosened it up some. And then I'm going to take one more, and this one, maybe I'm going to go a little bit higher still. So I'm going to take this and bundle it up. Just do a wrap. The third bundle, I've bundled it up together, and I'm going to attach it about halfway there on the extended end, and just band it so that it stays together. But again, I am going to bring it to the front side of that grouping so that it actually adds a little bit more dimension to the sweep. And then I'm going to tie it in over on this side to this portion here. And the whole idea is, again, it's a very loose armature, so that it allows for placement of flowers in between the Midolinas, and it's because it has a very elegant sweep, sloping shape. It should make it compositionally a very beautiful shape already, even without the flowers in it. That's the whole thing with building a lot of these armature, is that it already looks good, so sort of a sculptural, almost architectural, almost like a suspension bridge kind of a look. And into this, then you can place your floral product. I have a whale back that I've actually split into three, so that this then could be placed in such a way so that it goes with the flow of the material. And as you can see, if I run this alongside of this and let it bend and slip in to this grouping of material, it stays in, and it hugs the side of this, especially when I use this U-glue dash. So this keeps it so it stays right there, but it hugs along that. And likewise, I want to do a few more of these. This particular piece, I'm going to actually just bring it actually up a little bit higher. Let's start from the top first. Bring it in like that, and I can sort of slip it in, and then accordingly I could place this and attach. So that you can do a repetition with these whaleback pieces so that it stays in place and sweeps into this whole structure so that it's consistent to the flow of the material. And in a spot like that, if it doesn't quite stay right, then you just go ahead and use another dash. So this is basically how this structure is built, and then you can see by however way, budget-wise, how much that you have to create this arrangement, you can add material accordingly. Now to finish off the base of the foam, so that you don't have to use so much flowers to cover this, what I do is I just simply take these water pearls and use it as a top dressing so that it looks really very transparent and beautiful, so that whatever you insert in it, the mechanics is already covered, of course.